Hello everybody, we are going to have a lesson about the Gothic architecture, different elements and characteristics. Okay, this is the list we are going to talk about. Okay, um, okay, let's go to the definitions with the drawings and try to explain the different elements. Okay, so we have the first element is a pointed arch. Pointed arch is an arch with a pointed crown. Okay, you can see here the pointed crown, una punta. No, this is very different from the round arch, as you can see. Okay, if we put together a lot of pointed arches, we will get a rivet bolt. Okay, it is a bolt supported by or decorated with diagonal ribs. Okay, the ribs are very important for the Gothic, okay, because ribs means costillas, pero también significa nervios, okay. Así que, de hecho en español esto lo llamamos nervios. These lines that are crossing the roof from one side to the other side of the church, okay, and they get together here. They gather in this point, in at some point in on the roof they gather. Okay, but these ribs are important because they are conveying the load of the roof to the columns or the pillars. Okay, and also they are conveying the loads to the flying buttresses that are outside the church. Okay, and through them to the buttresses, okay, which are pillars, okay, that we will see them right now. Okay, but it all starts with the use of pointed arches. When you put together pointed arches, you will get these rivet bolts. Okay, the thing is that you are distributing the weight much better than before. So you are putting all the load in the columns, and this means that you are giving much less or fewer importance to the walls. Okay, you don't need thick walls anymore, so you can put in those walls large windows, and this is what Gothic is all about. Okay, they have higher churches with very large windows. Okay, we can see here what we were talking about with the flying buttresses. A flying buttress is an arch that extends from the upper portion of a wall to a pier of great mass. Okay, so to this column. Okay, so this arch here is what we call flying buttress. Okay, and this is to convey, para transmitir the load, el peso o la carga to the ground, al suelo. And we are conveying the lateral forces that push a wall outwards. Okay, you have only to imagine that these flying buttresses are like hands or people trying to support the wall. Okay, this is what it is. If we take away these flying buttresses, the whole chart will would collapse, as you can imagine. No, it will collapse. No, it would collapse. Okay, and because of we have large windows, we can also we are going to have a lot of natural light inside the churches, and we can play with the colors of the different glasses. Okay, and we can make figures like this or try to represent Bible stories in the windows. Okay, that's what we have in the stained glass windows. Okay, lo que en español se dice vidrieras. Okay, las vidrieras de colores. Okay, a very well known church, Spanish cathedral for its stained glass windows is León. Okay, we have Leon is very famous because of that. This is the plan of the Cathedral of Leon, and you can see here this is the apse, okay, and it has, as you can see, a polygonal shape. We have a lot of lines. If you remember, in Romanesque we only have a round shape, or different, these little rooms have a round shape, okay, and you can also see that in Gothic churches. You can also see round shape on the apse, but it is a different characteristic. This is something that you are not going to find in Romanesque. No, this polygonal shape. Here we still have the ambulatory, but the thing is, we still have the Latin cross and the short arm and the long arm, okay, even if we cannot see it the same than in Romanesque, okay, but we can still follow the lines of the long and the shorter arm, so it is still there, okay, but we can see the rivet bolts here because these lines are the ribs, okay, and this is something that we didn't have in Romanesque, okay. If you remember, we have, this was empty, then we have a line, and then again empty, okay, so the central nave was without so many lines. Here we can tell that this is a Gothic church only because of the rivet bolts, but we also have the polygonal shape of the apse, and you can also say that it's more difficult to see here the Latin cross, okay, which is typical also of the Gothic, okay. We have some examples here. If I give you one of these examples, okay, this is again the Cathedral of Leon, okay, and we can see the polygonal shape, the large windows, the pointed arches, the flying buttresses that convey the loads to the buttresses here, okay. You can also see how the flying buttresses are allowing the light inside the church, okay. If we only have the buttress attached to the wall, it would be much more difficult for the light to come in, okay. What else? Okay. Well, here we have the same. You can see here the Latin cross, okay. We have the long arm and the short arm. We have stained glass windows, pointed arches, large windows again, flying buttresses. You have it all here, okay. So again, here you can see the pointed arch, the stained glass window, the flying buttress. Okay, it's the same. It's repeating. Okay, if you have any doubt about what type of bolt is, if I show you something like this, you only have to look at the pointed arch, okay. If we have at the earth, no, in this case it's a pointed arch. If we have a round arch, it's going to be a barrel bolt or a different type of bolt, which is not going to be the rivet bolt, okay. Okay, because there are other types of bolts that we haven't seen, but don't worry. But if I show you this, you have to be able to tell me that this is a pointed arch and this is a rivet bolt, okay. And you can be sure that we have ribs there, and this these ribs are conveying much better the weight to the pillars, okay, than the Romanesque barrel vault, okay. Yes, this is the same. This is Notre Dame. You can see the flying buttresses are really large here, okay. They are allowing to enter a lot of light inside the church. This is in Paris also. This is the Saint Chapelle, no, la Santa Capilla. Okay, this is a very impressive Gothic church because they don't have walls. It is there are only windows here. This it had to be very impressive for the people at that time also not to enter inside a building without walls, no, with only with light and windows and with such beautiful colors, okay. But apart from the windows we can see here the ribs of the rivet bolt, okay. That's another thing, important thing, okay. That's all. I hope you can use this. This helps you to understand better the Gothic architecture. Okay. See you.